We had a 1-hour phone call where he shat all over my dreams. Where he gave me hope. Story time. I'm probably $35,000 in. Over the last 7 years making this book that I have sold exactly probably 60 copies of. No regrets. The way my artistic mind works is like, oh, you just have to make an incredible product no matter the cost. And then it will magically fly off the shelves and you will become a success. Why? Turns out, no matter how beautiful your book, it doesn't sell itself. Many iterations. I printed 500 copies of this very expensive hardcover copy. Maybe I should have spent a quarter of what I spent making the thing and then the rest of it advertising it. But you live and you learn, and it's okay. I then learned that Amazon was a thing. So I tried to do an Amazon version. This is the Spanish one. I don't know what I did with the English one. I hated it. I hated the size and the quality. I wrote a second book and I was gonna do the same thing. I was gonna print 500 copies. I was gonna print 5,000 copies of my second book because I thought they're gonna be cheaper if you print more. It's gonna be a financially sound decision. Right before I did that, I got put in touch with sort of very successful high-end like literary agent who happened to be a friend of a friend. We had a 1-hour phone call where he shat all over my dreams. Where he gave me hope. He said to me, "Let me get this straight. You made a first book that you have sold none of, that you are in deep debt because of, and you're about to make a second book and you're going to print more copies of them. What makes you think that you're not gonna sit on those copies the way that you are still to this day sitting on the Horatio copy?" I was very sad. The bipolar came all the way through that day. And he said he was sorry to shatter my dreams. But in reality, what he did was wake up to my dreams. He said, "Why don't you make it print on demand? Why don't you put it on Amazon?" And I said, well, because I hate the size, I hate the format, and I hate what it looks like it's not available like to look nice on Amazon. And he said, well, homie, are you listening to yourself? Change the size of your book. And so I did. So Horatio in the Wind is now available on print on demand beautifully. I've learned a lot, thank you very much, not only on Amazon, but at horatiointhewind.com. And now it's like square and beautiful. I had to have a second illustrator, expand on the illustrations to make it fit the new format. So that one took me a little deeper into the debt, but it's okay. It's a beautiful, stunning book. Again, I will talk in another video about what it is about. But in my financial strain, I did end up producing Rosemary and the Crystal of Desires, which, as you can tell, it's not published yet because I got scared. But I did learn a lot. Like I said, with this second book, Zen, philosophy, meditation, grief, they are deep. With this second book, I learned a lot from my mistakes. The second book only cost me $12,000 and it is twice as long. They both have audio companions, and here we are, believing in ourselves. I have been able to manage the debt. I do make income with my ad agency, but I wanted to come in here a little bit and tell you about my mistakes, my blunders when it comes to this beautiful 1, 2, and I guess 3 version project that, if you feel compelled to buy, would help me. Since you're still here, I will tell you, it is a stunning story. It is mysterious. It comes with a soundtrack, and it will blow your mind. The conversations that you will have with your children. The people that have read it, I have stood outside of schools and sold some copies. I got invited to read it at school with these kids. So the people that do know that Horatio in the Wind exists are absolutely in love with it. And I am not tooting my own horn. I tell you, this is the case. I've had beautiful conversations about kids wondering if they will become cosmic dust and saying that they will be ready when the time comes. I just wanted to come up here and be a little vulnerable and tell you that I love to pretend that everything is success and great when it comes to the books, but it's very, very real. Anyway, That is also today.